What's that say? Oh, I thought it was something. Is would that be constantly
Yeah, probably.
message the log? They go away though, right?
Yeah, your life.
Or live? Thank you, babe. Look at you, kick back and relax, huh? You should have brought your laptop.
I don't know.
You know what we gotta do, babe? Oh, you think that that's okay over there?
It's fine the way it is.
No, that's.
Yeah. Ask
You
them.
don't think it's gonna pick up outside
Ask
stuff?
them. You can sound check.
Hey Ryan. Hey Ken. Hey Ruthie. You guys, can you hear me okay? Is this volume alright? Or is it picking up outside interference, like birds and people walking by? Is this volume okay? Really? This is a good microphone.
It's got a wind behind.
You're fine, 5 by 5, you're good, you're ugly, you're great. Wait, what? You're ugly? Wait a minute. What was that? That's TMI. Hi Kathy. Hi Gizmo. I obey. Kathy. Looks like Carl and Jerry and Jack and Desire and Brad and Big Light. I feel like remember that romper room when they used to look through that little round thing?
I see who.
Okay, hold on a second. I see Sabrina. What I missed it, Chris. I see Grunkaha. What's Grunkaha? Oh, wait a minute. That's that military base. I'm sorry. Kathy, Misty. I see Steve. I see Shag. I see Io Bay. Will you guys stop it? I can't keep up with you. Stop it. Slow down. I see poor Maga. What was that? It was from Oregon. It looks like. I like it when they're like from an island or somewhere. We're from Tonga. What's your name? What? Okay. Well, my name is Franco Hoa Hoa. Franco. Yeah, legend. I just saw what that says. Bubba gum. We got bubba gum here, babe.
Not
I bet you.
anymore.
Say it louder.
Not anymore. They're
Not it.
closed. I
What
mean,
happened?
they didn't want to pay a high rent, so they left.
They didn't want to pay a high rent, and they left.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me that politics raised the rent and tripled it and said, "You guys want to stay here?" And Bubba Gum said, uh, "Is life is not like a box of chocolate. I'm leaving."
They can go anywhere.
So they left. Not only that one, but what was the other one? Tiki Bar.
My Thai bar
Or Mai Tai Bar. You got Mai Tai Bar, you got Bubba Gump. They've been there forever.
and Olive Garden's
And
closed.
now Olive Garden says, move over. What? Move over. Who you? Hey, I'm Uncle Olive Garden. I'll make you a deal you can't refuse. Hey, you want some free breadsticks? You got 'em. You want some free all you can eat salad? You got 'em. You want some free water? All you can drink? You got 'em. But let me make you a deal that you can't refuse, man. And I guess they couldn't, so they left. Poor Bubba Gump. What's that story about the man that says, how's it go that he knew God's name? And the guy says to him, what you mean you know God's name? He says, yeah, God's name is Andy. And, and he says, Bubba, what you talking about, man? God's name ain't Andy. No one knows God's name. No, it's Andy. Why you say that? Every Sunday we be going to church and we be singing to God. Me too. Yeah, we sit there, we sing and we say, Andy walks with me, Andy. Huh?
Can't sing.
I can't sing. Unbelievable. Oh, yeah, they got the joke. Someone says, now I want to eat some drumsticks. Oh, 438 viewing. Thank you. I can't see those numbers. Hey, Frank. Hi to you and Tink, says Eddie. Hi, Eddie.
The Buckeye guy.
It's the Buckeye. Eddie, was that you, the guy that sent me the Buckeyes from Florida? The #1 chef. It says, where are you today? On the 3rd floor of the... Figure it out, yeah. That's a good one, Jan. Figure it out. Where am I? Dun, 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 dun. Well, babe?
We'll send you some free product if you can figure out where we are today from the company that we're going to talk about.
For real? Did you bring one of the packages we should have shown, huh? It's a beautiful package about this big.
They're not going to get the whole package.
They're not going to get the whole pack? Oh, you're just going to send them a sample?
Some samples.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Wow, look at all those flowers, oh, Jan. Purple, yellow, green, white. I mean,
Quiet.
well, honey?
It says pretty here and quiet.
Yeah, thank God. Although you kicked that lady out.
I did not.
Damn, yeah, you did kick her
I
out.
did not.
Jan, I saw you booted her out.
Nope. All I said was, just so you know, we're going to be going live on YouTube. And she said, oh, I don't even know what that means. It means we're going to go live on YouTube. You're welcome to sit here, but we're going to go live.
And she said,
It's almost like you don't want me to sit here.
it's almost like you don't want me to sit here. Sounds like you got it. Go away. Choo, choo, choo. So Jan kicked her out.
I did not.
You did. And the poor lady sitting over, she's still crying. Yeah, she's shattered. You can come over here, ma'am. Ooh. Ooh, that was not a good gesture, was it? She's mad. Someone says there's 550 something on, Frank. Come on, let's get started.
500 go. It's already after 2.
Okay, it's after 2. Where's my files? Well, I didn't bring the file today, did I?
Brought that.
I brought the innards of the file. File number 1. File number 2. You know what's interesting? At the end of this file, this one was I-team. And this one is WS walking stick. At the end of this one, I found it interesting that they said something to me because we were talking about, you know, the struggles that we go through. Here we go, playing the violin again. But look what I wrote down, because I thought about that, and I thought, yeah, I don't hurt people. I let them hurt me. And when I said it, it's not like, hey, macho man. No, I said it sincerely from my heart, as if God, while God was listening to me say it. I don't hurt people. I let them hurt me. And I think the reason why is because I have hurt so many people in my lifetime. But there comes a point, when enough is enough. So, to a degree, I let people abuse me. Isn't that right, babe?
Yep.
Love you. No, you don't. No, you don't. You love that other guy. I'm so proud of you, sweetheart. What do you say we get started? I'm going to have some water. Where we got water? I'm going to put this file underneath this lap. I'm going to put this file underneath this lap. Okay. Babe, this thing is going to drive me crazy. There's no way we can get rid of it.
No, I
It's
have to
okay.
shut it down.
It's okay. No worries. No worries. This place is awesome. It's my own little cave. Is that bird poop?
No.
All right. Are they ready? Are
Yes.
they ready? Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Greetings, family. Welcome to another one of your Frank's 26 UV2Bs. It's good to be with you. I greet you in agape love. We are located somewhere in Oahu, And if you can tell me where you think I am, not now. We're going to study together, okay? But at the end, I will ask you, where do you think we're at? It's kind of hard for you to tell. Just, was that an alarm? Die, die, die. Wow. It's probably kind of hard for you to tell, but we'll talk about it at the end of our program, okay? We have a busy program. I won't keep you forever. I always do. And I recently lost a moderator because he felt that I was talking so long, and he dropped his periscope and he went underwater and joined the other submarines, and we haven't seen him since. Nope, we haven't, and that's fine because I'm happy in my yellow submarine. Did I do it right?
Yeah.
Am I forgetting anything? BK2, lines 4, and end. Family, let's talk about the Iraqi dinar. You want to? The Iraqi dinar is interesting right now. You know when it's kind of like when an explosion occurs, boom. You got this cloud of dust, you know, and this dust. It clogs all your senses. You can't see, you can't smell, you can't hear. You got the concussion. Heck, your skin is tingling. Yeah, right now, what's going on with our investment is that we have a cloud of smoke from the excitement, from the explosion, in my opinion, of them actually pushing a button. By the way, everything I say to you tonight, it's just in my opinion, isn't it? It's all in my opinion. I have no idea. Hey, babe, would you like my phone so you can use it as a backup? So you can see.
No, because you're going to need it.
Not now. And if I don't want to do it because I make my calls so long. Jan is going to be one of our moderators on my other forum. She's afraid of draining the phone because you see in it, ladies and gentlemen, is about 11 days of Firefly's report that I haven't given to you. And I'm thinking of doing that tonight. You need to catch up. Because I call it keeping our finger on the pulse of our study by getting a feeling of what's going on in the streets of Iraq. I will admit about 60% of it, you already read it in articles. But then you got the other 40% that it's like, salt and pepper is okay. But when you add a little cilantro, and a little extra paprika or, garlic, yeah, it tastes better, doesn't it? And that's what our Firefly reports do. In fact, they've been upset, and I think you know that. You know the tone of what's been happening lately. And the reason they're upset is because of Iran influence. Iran, once again, sticks its foot in there. And it says, no, we're not going to do the vote. And what did I tell you? We don't need no stinking budgets. We don't need no stinking votes. Oh, I know you think we do. And if you want them, and the other gurus want them, that's okay with me. But when you guys are done playing with that vote, catch up with me. And stop bringing me all that mustard. You see, I told you we'll be there, and boom, we were there. UN troops there. I told you we got a prime minister. Boom, there he is, and it's the one that citizens want. I told you he's got a cabinet. Boom, he shows you a list of all the 22 something names. Where'd that list come from? I told you, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you because at this point there are 12 files. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you. I said at that very moment, didn't I? Why? Because Walking Stick interrupted me. And I even said to you, we might as well just throw all of our notes away. Why? Well, he just called. So what? You should see what he said. What'd he say? I'll tell you later. Because I can't tell you all of it. These were my precise words to you. And I held up my notes. Sadly, I don't have those original notes that I'm talking about right now. But if your memory can go back with me, you'll recall with me. You ready? And I said, ladies and gentlemen, I can't because I got 12, and I said, look at 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, I kept pointing at them, and I went to the next page. La 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 la. Remember that? And if you look at, all you gotta do is just go back to the video. That's if you want to go dig it up. And you're gonna see that when I got to 10, 11, and 12, I said, we got 12 points, 12 files, family. But if you look very carefully, there's a 13. If you look very carefully, there's a 13 with a circle circled around it. You see, my dear friends, I can only tell you so much. I can only tell you at the right times. And it turns out that yesterday, the Prime Minister that was voted in, no. And his cabinet that he's been working with, that you're waiting for a vote. It's okay. I'm not laughing at you. I'm actually enjoying this. Humans are just amazing creatures, we are. And it doesn't matter how much you get. What have you done lately for me, you know? It doesn't matter how much you are shown and almost convinced that, no, this is it. You still want more proof. You still want more evidence. I love it when they call me and they say, hey, Frank, can you verify la 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 la? I said, well, that's exactly word for word of what I said yesterday. You're calling me to verify what I said yesterday for you today? Yeah, basically. Why? I don't know. Yeah, I know why. Because we're human beings. We just want to be rest assured because you see, this cloud of dust, it causes problems. It causes problems. And that's why I told you when we started right now, all of this is in my opinion. Please. Everything I'm telling you is solely in my opinion. Don't be taking it to the bank. Not yet. No, I'm kidding, man. But don't be taking it to the bank. Anyway, so let's catch up where we were. So it turns out that, what was it, yesterday? So this guy that was never voted in as a prime minister, but is the prime minister, and he says, I want to talk to you guys. And when I saw it, premium. You saw, remember? What'd I do? It was late at night. I don't know what time it was for you guys, but I came in there and I says, hey, wake up. You're not going to believe this. What? Look. So I showed it to you. This prime minister that's not voted in yet. Oh, I get a kick out of that. He's telling the citizens after, speech after speech, he talks to them every day. Talks to them every day. Psychs them up. He's like a coach, Newt Rockney. And he says, I want to talk to you about 13 points. And when he said that, ring-a-ding-ding, ring-a-ding-ding, yes. Because I see the name on the phone. Yes, sir. You got it? Yes, sir. Now you can tell him it's 13 files, not 12 files. Yes, sir. And I told you, family, inside of those 13 points. And when I came into team chat and I laid it all out, y'all saw it and you went, wow! Yeah, I know, wow! On steroids. Here's the Prime Minister coming out and telling the citizens of Iraq, hey, time out. I got another subject. What is this, number 9? Number 8? Number 9. Number 9? Is that a song too? Oh, man, I can't sing that! Unbelievable.
Say it.
Stupid you. And he says, right here, ladies and gentlemen, Iraqi citizens, I want to tell you something. It's about our exchange rate. A what? And you could have dropped you could have dropped 1,000 feathers, man. But anyways, he says, I want to talk to you guys about our exchange rate. And the reason I want to talk to you about it, he gave a reason. I told you he would. Remember the second article from the CBI? That's what all this is, really. That's what all this is going down. And did you see yesterday? They said, we got a brochure. Was it brochure? We got a brochure, or what was it? A brochure, or yeah, I think it was a brochure of what? Oh, we'll tell you later. Man, they're already doing what we told you they were going to do. Praise God. All honor and glory to God. So the 13 points, one of them, he says, I want to talk to you about the exchange rate. What about it? Yeah, we're gonna change it. Excuse me? Yeah, we're gonna change it. And you know why? Why? For the benefit of our economy. Whoa. Well, what about for the benefit of us? You are our economy. He said this, son of a gun, and then in less than 24 hours prior to that, well, then he gets interviewed. And he said, hey, yo, homie, come here. Did you say that to the citizens? Yeah, we did. I did. I've been dying to say it. I know. I'm the good guy, you know. I'm Alawi. I'm MTA. And so what you want? We want to interview. Well, ask. We want to know about the exchange rate. I'll tell you. And he did. And then you saw it as a article on our forum. There he is, the Prime Minister of Iraq that hasn't been voted in. But heck, we don't need to do that, and you know that. You want the pomps and circumstances? Go ahead. And by the way, they'll do it. They were going to do it today, Tuesday. Yeah, they were going to do it today. I know why they didn't, and it's no big deal. Oh, we didn't have a quorum. Stop it! Stop telling me what other gurus say. Didn't I correct that already? It's not. Hey! Look at the article. Speaking of that, look at the article from yesterday. They were talking about the vote, and they were talking about 180 that were going to show up out of 220. Remember that? Somebody just put a bunch of Z's. Are they? Really? They put a bunch of Z's? What's the person's name?
I don't know. It's gone now. Awakenings and New Beginnings.
They put a bunch of Z's?
Yeah, they did. It's gone now.
I'm shocked because this is nothing to fall asleep about. Jan, he ain't putting us. He's not going. He's not doing that. He's talking to Zinopec.
Oh.
Yeah, I bet you that's what it is.
Yeah, they just said.
They just said, hey, Z, what's up? Yo, Z, what's up, man? Right here, yo. And Z says, yeah, I'm right here, man. Z. And then I say, well, I'd rather have ZZ Top. I love their long beard, don't they? So this guy, twice in 24 hours, family, has twice, first physically to the citizens of Iraq, right in their faces. Wait till I read you Firefly's report. Mr. Frank, you should see. Frank, I can't talk. I know you can't. This is exciting, Mr. Frank. He's saying exchange rate. I know he is. Calm down. Were you just pissed off a few hours ago? But this is different, Mr. Frank. He's saying it. I know. That's why I'm in such a good mood today, because it's all kind of, well, it's not dark humor. It's not science fiction. It's not a comedy. It's all great. It's all great. So the Prime Minister, ladies and gentlemen, twice has talked to the citizens of Iraq about the exchange rate being changed, for the improvement of their economy and so forth, God bless you, sweetie. God bless you. That's sweet. Way to go, man. Anyway, so it turns out that thanks for doing that, babe. That was nice. She was nice about it. Yeah. So twice he's talked about this family, about the exchange rate. Now, he also talked to them about the vote, and yeah, we're going to have the vote. And he gave a reason why there won't be one today. And it looks like Thursday, tomorrow, they'll hopefully get it all done. But that's really not important, family. It's not. Honest Injun, it's not. Because in my opinion, the government has been functioning with no problem for quite a while, with what I call a second set of books. And we gave you the example that you really shouldn't worry too much about the definition of a quorum, and you shouldn't worry so much about the election or the vote either. You want a quorum, you got it. Whoever shows up, give me a percentage, the majority vote. I gave you an example of 180 that would come out of whatever number I gave you. And then I said, if it's 180 to show up, then what do we need? The majority vote, which is what? 90, 90, okay? In German, what would that be? I forget. 90 plus 1, I said. Plus 1, remember? And what did they give you? The same example. 13 files. Same example. So, where are we? We're in a good spot. Because then another thing happened yesterday. So, we got all this talk from the CBI, and we got all this talk from the GOI, Alawi, the horse's mouth. A horse, I can't sing that song.
You can say it.
A horse is a horse, of course,
No.
of course. Hey, Wilbur.
A horse is
Tell them who just went by.
security.
The police officer, and I go, hey, Wilbur. He looks right at me like, hey, what's up, bro? No? Okay. Up against the wall. I'm used to this. Okay. It's ready to go. So, yesterday, this Mr. Ed, I mean, straight from the horse's mouth, he comes out and talks, okay? And who else talks? Huh?
He decided he wants to
Hi,
say.
Bert. Oh my goodness! Hi, buddy. How you doing? What's up? You want some? You gonna fly away? I wish I was a bird. Why? What? Beautiful sun, huh? You getting sunshine? Oh, look at you. You're just gorgeous. Oh, there he goes. I don't even know if they were able to see
Oh,
him
yeah,
there.
you can see him.
Oh, they can see him. Oh, there's a delay. That's so cool. Thanks, honey. So, anyways, where was I? This man, Olawi, that's talking like crazy. Then the international world is paying attention. The stock markets are affected, but you can't see it. You'd have to know what stocks are being traded. Well, you can't see it because the coronavirus is shadowing it in the stock markets in trade right now. I had a day trader last night that was in team chat. I really appreciate you, sir. You bring us good information. Thank you. You asked me a question, and I gave you an answer, and you said, I'll have to think about that. I think you should. I think you should, sir, because you do this for a profession. Right now, the international world, in my opinion, who already knows that Iraq is international, came out yesterday along with the CBI and mentioned something. Now, we've been talking about money going in and out of the country of Iraq. How are they doing that, remember? I said, how can you cast a shadow of a woman, and I look up and, oh, it's a man. Yeah, I'm a little confused here. What's going on here? And they don't, it's their prerogative. They don't have to tell you anything. When you bought your dinars, did you get the receipt that said, oh, and we guarantee the value is going to go up? No, you silly rabbit. So the IMF, CBI, actually the CBI does not have to tell you anything unless it's mandated by the IMF. We showed you that they are Article 8 3 days ago inside of our forum because Delta brought you the evidence. You don't think the international world is well aware of that? So what did they do? They came out and they said, "Hey guys, what? We actually, you see, we have mechanisms." I know you was talking about that 2 days ago. Okay, and we gave you two mechanisms, and we talked about it, right, family? Here's a third mechanism. What is it? It's sterilization. Actually, sterilized. Oh, what? Not me. What are you talking about? Sterilized currency. Oh, sterilized currency. The procedure of moving, currency in and out of a country based on one foreign currency originated from its own destination. Yeah, I know about sterilization of sterilized currency. What about it? Well, we now have that as a mechanism with the Central Bank of Iraq. Central Bank of Iraq. Impossible? No, it's not impossible. Wait a minute. Let me see the article. Are you sure is this that you're going to do this? No, we're doing this. This is one of the mechanisms that we've applied. Impossible? No, it's not impossible. Yes, it is. You're not Article 8. Well, we haven't made the announcement, but you can go read and I mean, you're a student, right? You'll find the evidence that we are Article 8. We don't guarantee any evidence for you. Yeah, I know you're Article 8. And you're actually, don't play games with me. Please. The explosion is just so exciting, and you left me shell shocked, and I gotta let all this smoke clear. let me ask you one more time. Are you sure that the Central Bank of Iraq is declaring that they now have sterilized currency mechanism with banks outside around the world? Yeah. Well, all right then. I like that. And I can't help but to get more excited because you're about to make an announcement of a change in your currency in order for that sterilization to occur, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah, it's no surprise, is it? No, it's not that it's a surprise, but it is a relief. It is a relief. I climbed Mount Everest one time, and when I got to the top, I was relieved. No, I didn't climb Mount Everest. Frank said he climbed Mount Everest. Oh my God, he's a liar. Here's a list of people that climb Mount Everest. You know how many Everests I have climbed in my lifetime, family? You know how many Mount Kilimanjaros I have climbed and traversed? Do you know how many Mount Fujis I have reached the apex to and fallen off of? Anyways, alrighty. So let's continue to talk. Turns out that I got more to tell you. Are you in the mood? You want it? No? No, okay. Babe, they don't want it, so what time is it? We might as well start wrapping it up.
2:35.
What is it?
2:35.
2:35. We got 25 minutes before we'll get there. They don't want it, babe. They're saying no, honey. Yeah, they don't want me to talk no more, so we're just gonna go ahead and wrap it up, okay?
Sounds good.
I think I milked it enough. I got 4, yeah. 4. You're going to get some more because this is kind of important. You're not going to believe this. You're not going to believe this. But it is true. You know what? San Antonio, Dallas, Houston, Texas. I believe there's an article about this. Okay, here's what happened. Here's what happened. You're not gonna believe this. I get a phone call this morning from Walking Stick, and he says, Frank, good job on the sterilization last night. I said, thank you, sir. But there's more. Oh, good. I'm ready to write more mechanisms. No, we're going to talk about sterilization. But what about sterilized currency? He said, Frank, there's a report. We don't know the source yet. So we'll just simply say that there are some people. There are some people in Iraq that are also now calling for the physical sterilization of the Iraqi dinar in their country. And the reason why is because they want their currency to be free of the coronavirus. Kind of stupid if you ask me, but fear tactics, they work, especially in military environments. Hysteria plays an important part. Fear. Now, I'm not going to tell you that this is part of the monetary reform plan. Dear God, I hope I don't have to repeat that. Let me try this again. I'm not going to tell you that this is part of the Monterey 4 plan. In fact, when it was called in, and me and Walking Stick were talking about it, we're both like, man, I don't know. I don't know who the Dickens would do this. Iran, more than likely, but it would backfire. Backfire. How would it backfire on Iran to tell the government or the central bank of Iraq to sterilize their money to remove coronavirus? Because the fear that would be impacted into the citizens' minds and hearts, whether it was true or not, and whether it was true or not that they could, sterilize them, but the fear. And the only solution, like right now, where's the vaccine? Where's the vaccine? The only solution would be to get rid of those. Ali, get all the 3 zeros. Get them all out. They weren't even outside that. I don't care. Give me 3 zeros. I don't. Just to be safe. Take all the 3 zeros to the banks of Iraq right now. They're going to give us, I don't know, something new. Because if a citizens of Iraq would run to the banks and say, here's my 3 zeros, exchange them, please exchange them. Well, fine, I'll exchange them. I'll give you credit in an account that we're going to open up for you, stupid. but here, let this soak in a little bit, okay? They talking about everything else. This is good stuff. I got Zinopig in the background going. I don't know. It seems to me that whoever did this, number one, is stupid. Number two, you can't prevent it sterilizing. So number three, the only conclusion that we came up with is, damn, this is a good way to draw all the 3 zeros in just before, well, okay. Because when you bring them in, I'm going to credit you. I give you 1 million Iraqi dinars in 40 25Ks. Now give me 40 25Ks. Oh, heck no, sucker. We're going to credit your account electronically. I told you I was in a good mood. You know how long... Okay. I didn't say nothing. This is not a monetary act. That's why I told you, don't you dare go out there, gurus, and tell everybody, hey, Frank said that this is part of the process in how they're lifting the 3 zeros. Did not. Yes, he did. No, it did not. Oops, that echoed. Did not. But whoever the hell did it, it backfired on them, in my opinion. It can only be Iran. This is not a monetary act. But somehow or another, it's amazing how when you roll the dice, things do get a little exciting, don't they, Pamela? Guess what? There's still 10 more files I haven't talked to you about. I had to wait for this one. So that's 3. We'll talk about the other 10 as time goes by. Is this part of the confusion also? What do you mean? Well, yesterday you talked about the sterilization of currency, and today they talk about the sterilization of currency, but in a different way. So I'm sure that the citizens are saying, there's that windshield wiper again. Anyways, you may see an article, but there is an article already about this. Alrighty. Oh! And by the way, Walking Stick wants you to know that yesterday, Delta did a masterpiece, and so did Eminem. They both explained from their knowledge, experience about sterilized currency. Claire Claire was posting it inside of our team chat. Walking Stick wanted me to tell you, Delta, that you were on point. You were on point. And that's good. So, alrighty. Was that fun? You know, how much more time we got before Will gets here, babe?
15 minutes.
15?
Yeah.
15? Gotta do a song and dance routine.
Can't sing.
Yeah, I'm really, really proud of MTA, Alawi, whatever you want to call him. Are you? The citizens, I think, also are. Ladies and gentlemen, this soon to be elected Prime Minister, I believe that this past Monday, they pushed the button on the 30-day countdown of the formation and the announcement and the introduction of the budget and the introduction of a new rate, all within that 30-day time frame. This is my opinion. I don't know if I mean I want to say that I feel like I'm 99% positive about this, but I have to be polite and say that it's all in my opinion, because it's not like I can show you, look, because I can't. 13 was not 13, it was 12 until I could tell you it was 13, until he told you, I got 13 things to talk to you about, and one of them is the exchange rate, exactly like we told you. We have to camouflage ourselves the best that we can until it's appropriate to talk mano a mano. Alawi has already had the budget inside of those 30 days, starting as of Monday, in my opinion. I think, in my opinion, he has a cabinet. And I think that Parliament is ready to go because of a cabinet. As far as Parliament, the remaining part of Parliament is what's left. It's not that it's fragmented or fragiled. It has been reduced on purpose. I told you yesterday that the highest cost of the budget of 2020 is the employees of the government of Iraq. You cut the you cut the Parliament by 2/3. You understand? I don't care about Parliament. I don't care about a quorum, about bologna and cheese sandwich. I don't care about any of that stuff. You shouldn't either. But I know you have to, because you don't have the advantage at times of my opinion. Everything is ready to go. All it needs is a rate, because the rate change has to come before or with the budget. It's that simple. I don't even like the idea that they would come out simultaneously. I mean, that's fine. It accomplishes the goal, but I'd much rather have it. I'd much rather have the rate long before we have the budget. You know something? If they tried any other combination, if they did anything different, in my opinion, it'd be a Chinese fire drill. They don't know what they're doing without us. And I know what us is doing, in my opinion. Before I didn't know, because it was them doing everything. By the way, where's Waldo? Where's Waldo? don't know. Never could find the little guy. All right, then let me ask you something. Where's Marty? You see, these are crucial times. These are sensitive times. I'm sensitive. Crucial and sensitive times for the reinstatement of the Iraqi dinar. You don't need no fudge ups. You don't need no frank ups. So, where's Marty? I told you where I thought he was. Remember? Where's Marty? I'm sorry to hear that too, Sue, by the way.
Somebody's got the flu. They're sick.
Oh, is that what it is? God bless you. Then that's not a laughing matter. Wow, yeah, once you get the flu, wow, you think that, now you just don't know. There will be a virus. There will be a vaccine. But it won't be until probably sometime at the end of next year. A vaccine has to go through certain, colonizations and certain steps. It'll take at least until probably the end of next year to get a vaccine. So you don't know where Marty is? Where's Malachi? Where's Malachi? Where's Solder? Oh, by the way, I found Solder today. You should see what Solder's doing. That little chicken caca. Oh man, wait till I tell you what he's doing. And then again, human beings are interesting. Anything to survive. Alrighty. Inside, I've got 10 minutes. 10?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to talk, but yeah, I'm dying to talk. I'm dying to talk. Inside of our remaining 10 files that we'll be talking about sooner or later, you're going to see the rest of the things that Alawi is telling the citizens. The citizens are very, very surprised and they're very happy. And I think what I'm going to do now with these last 10 minutes is let's set the tone now. I'm going to go ahead and take your phone now from you, babe. I'm sorry. And do we have a juice or anything? Is that all we have to drink? That's all we have. So go buy a pop, baby. Go buy a pop for us with a little vodka. No? No vodka? Cookies? And put cookies in? No,
Cookies and pop.
Doesn't your what is it, Buck Rogers, or what is it you like? The coffee place, Buster's and Crab. What's that? Starbucks, yeah. Yeah, that place. I don't like coffee. Don't they make, drinks that have everything in it? Yeah?
Not cookies.
No, not cookies?
I'll be back.
Can you suggest it?
No.
It would be smart. They would make money off of me.
I'll be back.
I love you. I'm going to miss you. Don't go. You can kiss me goodbye. I'm sensitive. Just go. Love you. Let's go and see what we got. What's that say? Got some. Oh, come on, man. Don't be saying that. This is a long report. Oh my word! Look at doing. Look at that. Let me see where we're at. That's just up to yesterday. Look at that. That's crazy. You know what? The media would pay me good money for all of these quotes. Now, anyway. Oh my word. Okay, how far back are we? How far back are we? Let's see. Hold on a second. This is just back up to Saturday, and today is what? Why not? You want to start there? You're not gonna believe this. You know these phones? They're kind of sensitive. This new phone series, and if I touch the screen the wrong way, it shoots me back up to the very beginning of where I left off. So, ladies and gentlemen, Will is going to be with us pretty soon. He's not going to talk a very long, not like he did the last time. Bless his heart. You see, we just love this product. We believe in it tremendously, and so do a lot of doctors. I'm going to take you back up to Sunday, February the 16th. Yeah. Because the day before on Saturday, they had 5 rockets that hit. And if you take notes with me, the last time I gave you Firefly's reports, that's kind of where we left off. Mr. Frank, he says that American troops are present and very heavy all over. They are now patrolling everywhere in our streets. Why is it, Mr. Frank, that the U.S. does not do anything to protect themselves and they leave themselves as targets? I don't understand. Remember that. That was towards the end the last time we were together. Let us continue. And this is still last Sunday, early in the morning. Parliament is fighting Alawi. Alawi is supposed to have 170 voters and pass, but the evil Iranian proxy is blocking his every move, now wanting new names within 48 hours. Alawi talking of dissolving parliament altogether, just a mess, and more bombing in the streets today, Mr. Frank. Alawi has now put off until next Tuesday, which was yesterday, until next Tuesday. Now, wow, what a surprise. Iraq can never do anything on time. And now, if Tuesday passes, it will fall apart and dissolve exactly what the Iranian proxies want. No, no, the Iranian proxies do not want parliament to be dissolved. They don't want it to fall. Then they lose all protection, all political protection and rights. They're gone. The parliament restarts over again, and guess with who? Yeah, the ones that Alawi wants. It's possible that that might be part of the plan. I don't know. Sunday, 8:29 in the morning. U.S. Embassy attacked again, Mr. Frank, this morning. This is becoming a more than a daily event now. It looks like Hezbollah and Iran now know that the USA will not respond. So that is making the U.S. look silly. Citizens in the streets are beginning to wonder, why is the United States not doing anything to protect themselves, and why are they are not stronger here? Eddie, I say, Eddie, you and your friends in Iraq are incorrect. You do not know the art of war. You do not understand tactical warfare. We allow their missiles to come in because we trace their origin end. It allows us to know exactly where they're hiding their missiles, and when the United States feels that it is necessary, if that time should come, to assault, it would be fast and quick and completely over with it would be completely over with. Iran is a mosquito that carries a deadly virus by launching these missiles. But trust me, Eddie, no one is making America look foolish. Only the fools that can't see that fire these missiles off improperly and do not even hit their targets. Those are the ones, Eddie. Because I have told you many things that have come true. Be strong. Mr. Frank, 30, oh, this is now in the afternoon, Sunday. 30 U.S. trucks in convoy have just pulled out of from camp surrounding the green zone and gone. We see on the news that they went to Syria. It makes the citizens think that the U.S. is running and leaving here and leaving the green zone. I told him, no. And I gave him a long answer, but you don't need to hear it. And la 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 la. I told him it's what's really going on in Rohandi, etc., etc. America does not run away from anything. Look at this article, and I gave him an article. And try to understand, Iran is going to bow to the United States of America and obey us concerning Iraq. And it's coming out that way because you can see that the sanctions is killing Iran. And they're willing to talk, not the elite supreme, but the core, the true interior structure, the political structure of Iran. They want to talk now. And that's good. Mr. Frank, we see the embassy just got hit again. Alrighty, family. See if you can remember that was Sunday. That was Sunday where we left off. So see if you can remember that, okay? Will, are you there? Will, are you there?
I am.
All right, my brother. I'm going to put the phone down and the microphone right next to you. Mute your sound in the back, and the floor is yours.
The recording has started.
Got you covered. Hey, everybody. And it's a pleasure to be back with you on a Wednesday evening. Frank, you're in a really pretty place there. I don't know where you're at.
Do you mind if I
Where you at?
You mind if I just 360 while you talk? I promise
That's
I won't
fine.
goof around.
That's fine.
I promise I won't goof around. I won't stand on my head. I won't stick my tongue out. Okay?
Yeah, barrel full of monkeys or something, right? No, I love to see the scenery. I'll tell you what. That's a blessing for everybody. Family, and this is Will Lambert again. Listen, I want to thank all of you guys who called in from last week wanting more information. And Frank, I want to thank you for suggesting a gentleman call me today.
Good. I'm glad you talked to him.
Yeah, we got him. We got his girlfriend set up, and we got him set up. So yeah, he had not been ordering previously. He was one of our winners from the past, and he remembered us.
Ah, gotcha.
From winning products in the past. Yeah, it was a blessing. I'm telling you, folks. I could have just about cried when he told me about his girlfriend and all. Yeah. But hopefully this will have a super huge impact on her life, and I'm praying it will, as it has for so many others, and extends her lifespan. That's the object of the game here, is to extend lifespan, to give you the information that you need in order to make decisions. And she made a decision today, and I'm thankful for her and her boyfriend, and I'm praying for them, that's for sure. But anyway, we're here this evening to talk about some things that you may not have heard of before, and it's some things that are very important. Very important. So here we go. Folks, when you go to the doctor and you tell him what's wrong with you, you're basically quoting symptoms to him. And the only way he knows how to treat you is by the symptoms that you offer him, and by the symptoms that he discovers through x-rays and blood tests and things of this nature. There's a reason they call it a medical practice, because it is practice. There's nothing perfect about it. Okay? What we have discovered through the history of medicine is a new way of doing things. It's called nutrigenomics. Nutrigenomics. It is the practice of having the body do what it was designed to do naturally. Naturally. The product that I'm going to talk to you today about, it was quoted by Washington State University Medical Center. Here's the quote. After they studied this, they did a peer-reviewed study on it. Our company had nothing to do with it. We didn't supply any cash, no scientists, no information. They just took our product and did a study on it. And they said, NRF2 is more than likely the most preventative medical breakthrough in the history of medicine. That's what they said about it after they studied it. Yeah. That's the way we're changing the world. Now let me tell you how it does it. Okay. In our bodies, we produce something called free radicals. Nothing unusual about that. It's very natural. Free radicals are born with one electron only. They're molecules in our body that are born with one electron only. And they're born because we eat food and we breathe oxygen. Okay? That's why free radicals exist in our bodies. Nothing wrong with that. It's very natural. Also, our body, when we're younger, produces 4 youth enzymes: superoxide dismutase, oxygenase, catalase, and glutathione. Those 4 youth enzymes are responsible for producing a lot of antioxidants when we're young. And those antioxidants, what they have is electrons to donate. See, because free radicals, they want to have 2 electrons. They want to have 2 electrons in their molecular makeup. So they look to the antioxidants that we're producing to donate that electron to them. Now, as we grow older, about the time we hit skeletal maturity, skeletal maturity, 18, 19, 20, 21 years old, those 4 youth enzymes start slowing down. And by the time we're 30, they pretty much cut off. So those youth enzymes are not producing those antioxidants anymore. Well, what in the world is going on? Here we are all healthy, and now when we hit 30, our body shuts it off. Well, guess what happens to the free radicals? Because they're still looking for those donations from those antioxidants that your body was producing. You're not going to get them anymore. Your body isn't going to donate them anymore. So, what do the free radicals do? The free radicals start attacking healthy cells in your body to steal the electrons from them. And they do it on a massive scale. You produce about 3.9 quadrillion free radicals every day in your body, and you have 16, oh God, there's a bunch of cells in your body, let's just put it that way. There's more zeros on that than I could ever write on a chalkboard. Anyway, the free radicals start attacking your healthy cells. Now, why is that a problem? Well, the problem is your eyes are made of cells, your brain's made of cells, your heart's made of cells, your liver, your pancreas, your gallbladder. We're made of cells all over the place, right? So when these free radicals start jerking electrons and damaging our cells, that's going to start the aging process pretty quick. And it's also going to possibly bring the onset of disease. Now, when this new form of treatment or medicine was discovered by Dr. Joe McCord, our creator, these medical research facilities started studying free radicals as well. And what they discovered was when your body's ability to no longer donate those electrons occurs, and the free radicals start overwhelming your body. That is called oxidative stress. And they have determined that oxidative stress is responsible, or is the main cause, of over 250 diseases. And we all know them. We live with them. We hear about them. Our loved ones are living with it. All of them. Every day. You don't have to wonder if any of the big ones that you know of are in that mix. They are. Oxidative stress is directly responsible for those. So, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? We're going to, where are we going to get our antioxidants so they can donate those electrons again? Are we going to get it from fruit? Are we going to get it from oranges and apples and blueberries, or vegetables, broccoli and carrots and kale and spinach? Where are we going to get those antioxidants? You could use food, yes, you could. But remember, part of the way you get free radicals, or part of the way they are created, is by processing food and breathing oxygen. Well, you're always going to be breathing oxygen, and the more food you eat, the more free radicals you're producing. So you're sort of shooting yourself in the foot on that one, right? Don't want to try to get rid of them that way. Plus, you probably have to eat, 11 pounds of blueberries a day to get rid of that many free radicals, and then you're just creating more free radicals by eating the food. Okay, what about going down to the health food store and buying yourself some antioxidant pills, liquids, powders, all kinds of stuff? Well, that would be fine, but here's the thing. You'd have to eat a peck bucket full of those pills every day just to try to put a dent in the free radicals that you were producing every day. So that would get really, really expensive, right? Well, what are we going to do then? Frank, you got the hammer going?
I'm sorry?
You got the hammer going?
Oh, no, that was a helicopter that went by a Cherokee, a powerful chopper.
Woohoo! But anyway, what are we going to do? Well, Dr. Joe McCord brought a product to the market that we're going to talk about this evening. One pill a day gets rid of 40% of the free radicals within 30 days. One tablet per day gets rid of 40% of free radicals in the first 30 days. Okay? Just remember that. One pill gets rid of 40% of the free radicals in 30 days. After 120 days, up to 70% of the free radicals are gone. So basically what we do is we prompt the body to start producing those 4 youth enzymes again. Well, is it going to work for me? I mean, I'm 60 years old. It works for everybody, 100% of the time, and 100% of the people. Doesn't matter your age, doesn't matter your health condition. It works for everyone. Period. And there's been 31 clinical peer-reviewed studies done on this product, and all of the research proves the fact that that's what happens. And we're not talking about no rinky-dink peer review. We're talking about the American Heart Association. We're talking about Harvard Medical. We're talking about the Institute of Aging, which is part of the U.S. Department of Health. It's serious. It's really serious. So, yeah, you can trust the research. Now, let's talk about mitochondria for a moment. What are mitochondria? Mitochondria are power producers in the nucleus of your cells. Okay? Mitochondria are responsible for all of the electrical energy in your body. What is that, Frank? Is that somebody on the conference call line, or is that you?
Oh, thank you. I think it is. I'll take care of it.
All right, thank you. Anyway, mitochondria, that's where we're at. Mitochondria produces all the electricity in your body, responsible for the energy that motivates you, that keeps you walking, talking, moving, blinking. Anyway, what happens to mitochondria as we grow older? Mitochondria as we grow older also slow down and stop producing. So how do we get that back? Well, we've also got an NRF1 pathway in our cells between the outer wall of our cells and the nucleus. And when that opens, the mitochondria will start producing again. And we have a capsule, actually 2 capsules that you can take daily, that will allow those mitochondria to start producing again. Now, so we're talking about the 4 youth enzymes in the nucleus of the cell being produced again, also the mitochondria being produced again, okay? So that the nucleus of the cell is looking like it might be about 15 years old again, even though you might be in your 60s. Can it be true? Yes, it definitely can be true. Now, one last thing. There's also in the nucleus of our cells something called sirtuins. You health-related folks out there probably know about sirtuins. They are the generals of the cells. They tell the 4 youth enzymes what to do. They tell the antioxidants what to do. They tell the mitochondria what to do, when to do it, where to do it. Yeah, the sirtuins handle it all. Basically, they are the symphony conductors. And they eat NAD. That's what they survive on. Now, as you grow older, your NAD becomes unappetizing to the sirtuin. So they eat less and less of it. We have a new product just announced back in October of last year. It's called NAD. And what it does is it reactivates the NAD in your body so that the sirtuins are attracted to it once more and begin eating it. Now let me tell you this. Listen to this. This is gonna freak y'all out. It freaked me out the first time I heard it. And I can prove it's true. Now, you remember with that first product I was talking to you about, I told you that the free radicals could be reduced by 40% in 30 days if you took 1 tablet a day, right? Okay. When you add the NAD to the mix of these other 2, you don't lose 40% of your free radicals in 30 days. You lose up to 78%. You lose up to 78% of your free radicals within the first 24 hours. That's how important the sirtuins are to what's going on in your body. Okay? And the mitochondria activity will be boosted by 800% in 24 hours. And the gene expression in your cells will be boosted by 1,500% in 24 hours. Now, that is exciting. Now, I'm going to give you my telephone number and my email address. If you'd like some more information on the 3 products I just talked with you about, that is called the Trice Energizer. The Trice Energizer, okay? So, here we go. I'm not asking you to buy the stuff. I'm not at all. I just want to send you more information about what I've just discussed with you so you can dive deeper in it if you'd like, so you can make a more well-educated decision about your own health. Because doctors, these days people are getting involved and they're becoming more responsible for their own health. And this is just part of the mix. It'll just help you out. All right, here we go, guys. My telephone number, if you'd like to call me, 972-888-5885. 910-690-6008. That's 910-690-6008. If you would like to email me instead, I can take that as well. The email address you can send over to is CLQUIK12@gmail.com. That's CLQUIK12@gmail.com. Like I said, I don't care if you buy it or not, but I would like for you to have the information so you can make an educated decision about what you want to do for yourself or your loved ones. Okay? And Frank, we're gonna give away some free. We're gonna give away some free product tonight.
Alrighty.
Tell the mods to get ready to identify our winner, please.
Actually, I'm gonna do it. Hold on a second. I'm in a rain, and hold on a second. I'm in a rainstorm. It doesn't take long. It should end in about 30 more seconds. Woo! I got soaking wet here, but it feels good. What, Jen?
I already have a winner for what we're going to give away.
You already have a winner?
Yeah, they already
Will.
guessed.
Here, tell Will.
We were having the people that are watching to go ahead and guess where Frank was doing his YouTube from, and someone already answered it correctly. So we're going to give them some special giveaways, but you go right ahead and give away your part too.
All right. Now, the word for the evening is, there's 3 words. Change for the better. Change for the better. The first person that types that into the chat will win the product.
Okay.
Change for the better.
There it is. Zenopec? You son of a gun. That guy is so...
They've already won before.
Yeah. Zenopec, you already won before. Do you still want it? Yeah, he does.
He hadn't won what? Hey, Frank,
Yeah.
I'm sending out new stuff, so he hadn't ever won what he's getting ready to get.
Oh, it's something new? All right.
Yeah.
Then Zenopec was the first one to post it up.
So he needs to call.
All right.
Now,
Well,
you need to call Will Zenopec, and he'll hook you up. Go ahead, Will.
910-690-6008. That's the number you need to call and give me your shipping information so I can get this off to you. All right, Frankie.
Thank you, Will. And once again, I appreciate that you called that man back because, first of all, I prayed with him, for his, he calls her his friend, but, for his soulmate. Yeah, his girlfriend. And it wasn't easy for him to talk. And we both prayed. And then I said, look, you know about this product and you know what it can do. So I will gladly get Will and you guys talk and we'll pray that this product works for that too. So we prayed, for her for her health. By the blood of Jesus Christ, she is healed. And by this product, we are also praying that it does something for her, as it's done for so many others. Thank you, Will. Love you, my friend.
Love you too, brother.
Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Scott, I'll give you a call in a minute. All right, take care, y'all.
Who you want me to put it right here? All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, John. Let's get back to work. It was a beautiful shower that we just had right here. It happened that the clouds are already starting to come back. Every now and then you'll get the Pacific clouds that explode with a little bit of rain. It's called blessings because they tend to cool you off a little bit. All right, we left off when we were talking about we see embassies get hit again, Mr. Frank. And remember, we were left off Sunday night going into Monday. We see embassy get hit again, Mr. Frank, and next we see over 30 trucks. It's like it's teasing me.
It comes and it goes. It comes and it goes. I was gonna say maybe we should move back. I'm sorry, family. Hold on. My screen is all soaking wet. Oh, you see, I'm afraid if I dry it, it'll jump. We see over 30 U.S. trucks in the convoy leaving. It looks like they're packing up to us. And as you can see, when we started about 10 minutes before we broke away for our commercial, that we were having, sadness within Eddie. First, it's the Iranians that are saying you're not going to get a vote in the election, a prime minister, a cabinet, all that stuff. It just discourages them. And you allow them to vent. You allow Eddie to say whatever he wants. It doesn't matter. They are there. We are here. It's a completely different story. But after he vents, he realizes we do have U.S. protection here. They're all over the streets, Mr. Frank, as you can hear me reading it to you. Convoys and convoys of it. Oh my goodness, Mr. Frank, we did get the prime minister we wanted. We don't like him, but they tricked us. I guess we do like him. Yeah, told you, Eddie. Mr. Frank, you gave us 22 for the cabinet. We do have a cabinet. I told you, Eddie. Mr. Frank, we don't have a vote for the parliament yet, or the cabinet yet. I said you don't have to worry about it, and that's where they're at right now. They're stuck. That explosion of excitement is causing them. Oh, I forgot to put the flower in there. The explosion of excitement is causing them to not be able to really maybe think clearly that, look at here, everything that we've been sharing with you is coming about. You just got to be patient, but because they're suffering, you don't ask them to be patient. You don't tolerate them. You just simply listen to them. You're their big brother. You're there when they need to yell at somebody. I know how it's going to end up, in my opinion. Everything I'm saying tonight is all my opinion, right? I know, in my opinion, how it's going to end up. It ends up the way I keep telling you every time something happens, and then it ends up that way. And we move forward. And where are we at right now? The next thing is the budget. No, it's the election. It's the cabinet. It's fine. When you're done, catch up with me. In the meantime, Mr. Frank, or no, this is our contact, Neil. Frank, maybe he says that because in Syria incidents a couple of days ago, the USA troops fired on there. We hear no Baghdad news. So there it is. We don't hear this kind of garbage over here. It's being exaggerated by somebody else. Iran. I tell him, understand. Let's see what happens on Tuesday, which was yesterday. Nothing happened. And later in the afternoon, so Eddie says that over 50. Now we're up to 50? Yeah, up to 50. 50 U.S. trucks now left from Sadr's followers. Really? Yeah. Hey, Sadr, how you feel now, stupid? I told you that was a big mistake to side over with Iran. I told you, sucker. Everybody told you that. And I told you all your little entourage are gonna chicken caca out of there. They ran. I just wanted to make you feel at home. Okay? Hey, Sadr, which came first, the chicken or the egg? Your cowardness. Anyway, so Sadr's followers, Mr. Frank, they all ran out in the streets. Really? Yeah. And they're chanting, "Bye-bye, USA." Bye-bye, USA. Yeah, I guess as they're leaving, they're still giving you the last screen. Anyways, news there says that the troops moved into Syria. Now all the camps around the green zone by the United States have been vacated, Mr. Frank. What's going on? All gone to Syria. The only U.S. troops left are in northern Iraq. And Kurds are all in the other bases. That's all that's left. That's all. What more do you want? Eddie, the reason why this is going on is because we brought in the UN. We also brought in NATO. They didn't come in on their own. Jeez. We grabbed them by the ear and kicked their ass into Iraq. and said, "You guys are going to take over pretty soon because we're going to move on to the next project." And they said, "Okay," because we have a president that is a leader. We have a president that's doing unprecedented things. How many presidents before this one that promised, "Yeah, we'll get an embassy in Israel"? Oh yeah, part of my campaign. And then as soon as they get in, what did they say? Well, due to technical difficulties. What is this, a television station? No, due to your lies and due to your political bullshit that you're doing. But now with Trump, and the same thing here. NATO and UN, they always told us, yeah, whatever. Even though we paid the highest price, we'll bring in a certain amount of troops. No, this is what you're going to do now. And they don't really like it, but they got no choice. You know why? Because they're heavily invested in Iraq. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, they're all gone to Syria. Okay, I know. And by the way, when he said that, I told him, I said, hey, you know why? You know why? Huh? In my opinion, that's why. Okay? That's why. And he's like, oh, okay. And we did. Which you'll read about later. Mr. Frank, Iraq concerned news here is saying that 19 of the 22 cabinet names are good. They're all good, Eddie. They got nothing else to talk about. So they say 19 of the 20. They're all good. The cabinet names are good. The last 3 are being blocked from the Kurds, and Alawi is working on the last 3 issues. See, they're all good. Mr. Frank, breaking news. This, right now, it just came on TV after all-day meetings. I know, they're meeting constantly. Well, what was this one? Well, after all-day meetings and deals could be with a passage of Alawi's cabinet is coming in hours. Yeah, whatever. I mean, it's coming in hours. I say, exactly, whatever. I gotta let this boring part get over with, especially with all the other gurus. This is important. We need to. Okay. Now we're Sunday, still Sunday, 4:40 in the afternoon. Sunni blocs confirmed at 11:09 p.m. Baghdad time their support for Alawi, and he is to proceed in the speed to call parliament to convene to vote. Dang, Jack, things are moving fast, aren't they? I mean, wasn't it just? Wasn't it just a few? That's why I give you the time coordinates. The mood out there changes like the ebb and flow of the ocean. It's amazing. So anyways, I tell him, I said, look at post number 17. It talks about the military offering Iraq a partial pullback. The United States is prepared in principle to withdraw from certain areas through Anbar provinces. And it goes on and on and on. And it's because we got them. During World War II, there were 5 brothers that were sunk in a battleship. In a ship, and it became a law, a rule, a rule in the Navy, in all branches of the armed services, that brothers, the last surviving one, was not to serve. He's to go home. And that whole families were not to be put together to serve together, because they could die all together and wipe out a generation. We pull back because we can't stay just in Iraq. We have to spread ourselves out in all of the Middle East. It looks like we're pulling back, but we're not. We're spreading ourselves even wider. We're spreading ourselves even wider. No, we are not saving Private Ryan. We are saving the Middle East. Let's see what we. Okay, well, what do we do if we get to? I don't want to read you that. We talk, but what the deal for us leaving Percival? You get the deal. You're gonna get the deal. I told you, and as soon as we leave, la 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 la. Mr. Frank, late at night Sunday, some big security buildings inside Iran was hit earlier. Look up. Boom. Some big security building inside of Iran was hit earlier, and it's on fire now. It's supposed to be a key building. We don't know. It is, Eddie. On Iraqi television, it's being talked about, but just briefly. Yeah, I can imagine. Could be hitting back for the attack on the embassy today on Monday morning, for the 17th. On television news, all about Alawi being meeting with the blocks, all about the vote, and they're saying that there will be 203 ministers out of the 329 that have agreed to vote, meaning about 90% of parliament. Alawi he's been working hard to get his cabinet passed and making sure that he has all the votes before presenting it to parliament. He wants to please the citizens. Mr. Frank, so Monday, 5:43 in the morning. It looks like it'll either be Tuesday or Thursday. No go. By the way, I'm sorry. I was thinking it was last Tuesday. It was last week's Tuesday. I'm a week. I went far. I went way back. I hope you don't mind. Let me see. What time is it? 3:34, babe. In about another 10 minutes. Let me know where we're at. Please let me know so I can stop. I don't want to bore anybody. Alawi turning in a total of 80 names, 22 for the cabinet this morning, and then the rest are alternatives. He has his mess together. His mess together. We see the United Nations troops are guarding us, and they're guarding all the protesters again today into the green zone. Like I said, we are repositioning ourselves, Eddie. Just don't worry, relax. Iraq is still protected by America, and more of us are coming in, but in a different direction. Yes, sir. Maybe by the end of this week, next week, the vote. Alawi wants it to be right when he calls for the vote. Yeah, whatever. But remember, Iranian influence is going to get involved. Exactly, Mr. Frank. Tuesday, February the 18th, 2:52 in the morning. Morning, Mr. Frank. There, we see a lot of talk on the television showing over 200 ministers, which is 90% will support Alawi. It's a new cabinet, they say, and it looks probably Thursday or later this week. The Kurds are coming into Baghdad too tomorrow to discuss their share in the new government. This is exciting, Mr. Frank. That is like a final step of approval. Protests continue peacefully, protests continue peacefully, and it has I'm gonna die here, but I need backup. We continue peacefully, and it has really killed the marketplace business. Our businesses are suffering. The government even opened up a market street for central Baghdad, which had been closed since 2005. And because they're trying to improve the flow into the market in the green zone where we are protected, but too little, too late. Several vendors have moved on. A lot of us have taken jobs in Jordan. Tuesday, February 18th, 6:20 in the morning. Alawi saying sending names to Parliament on next Wednesday, and a week ago today. And Parliament requests 72 hours to review and vote. So it is a process that is still going on, Mr. Frank. Yes, I know. And if you want the vote, wait for the process. If not, and then whatever I told. Tuesday, February 18th, 8:38 in the morning. Alawi all ready to call for special session this morning. However, all the parties that are mad for being left out are trying everything that they can to delay the government. But with the television, the media, with the citizens, with the United States, let's hope this gets taken care of before time runs out. Iran, those that are backed by Iran, are trying their best to stop this new government. And it was around that time that we told you, family, Walking Stick and I really got to tell you, there's a lot of fake news. I know it's the big word that, Trump uses, but we're not using it just so, carelessly, lackadaisically here. There's a lot of fake news. And look at what's happening with Eddie. He's getting contaminated by it, right? We continue. And I tell them, like I said, they are disappearing. Like I said, they are disappearing, and it doesn't matter what they do or what they say, because they are dead, walking zombies with no power of any kind left. None. Trump has made sure of that. They still have enough power, Mr. Frank, to cause problems and keep delaying. This is their last hope. I mean, they still have power. Exactly, Eddie. And as they delay, Trump simply moves further with other things involving Iraq and the reforms, which slowly removes their power. Eddie says that if they hold off a little longer, then Alawi dismissed, and everything will just simply start back all over again. That's right. That's right. It doesn't matter. When you play chess and you say check, hey, you got a chance. Go ahead, make your last move. But when you say checkmate, oh mate, forget about it. You don't have a single move. And that's exactly what's going on right now with Iranian influence. Checkmate, buddy. Checkmate. Alrighty, so Eddie says March the 2nd deadline, he thinks. March the 2nd? Deadline for what? If not by then Alawi kicks out all of the parliament. Okay, fine. Guys, do you have anything else that you want to report on? Eddie says that they have the votes over 200 in favor of Alawi. Not sure why he keeps waiting. He needs to roll this, Mr. Frank. Delay of budget is killing the future of the contractors. But you see, Eddie, now you know as of last Monday, they started the clock. There is no delay. As of Monday, boom. They punched in. Got it? Delay of budget. There is no delay. They started the clock. The budget will come on time. The big question is, will it have a new rate in it? Delay of budget. Why doesn't he come out with the mistrend? They're killing the future of the contractors and their pay and the salaries inside of Iraq. The budget is the key, and there it is again. Yes, because it has the rate. Go back with me. Eddie's bank friend. My boss said that the key was the budget. It's in the budget. The key is in there. Key. Key to the city or something? No, key. The key. To the monetary reform, I guess. You mean the new rate? I don't know. No, you don't know, but you will find out pretty soon. The key. Alrighty, so once again, the budget is the key, and they keep telling us that, and the continued delay is nothing but self-destruction. So come on, Mr. Finance Minister. I don't even, and I say to him, I don't even think that there are any delays. They're open for business, man. What's the matter with you? You're open for business. The second set of books is about to become a reality. They told you yesterday, we got a bulletin for you. It's the second set. It's a brochure. We got a brochure for you. That's difficult. I'm not going to say anything. I got to focus in God. I got to do God's will. I don't even think that there is any delayed things that are moving forward. You're just simply seeing Iran still being a pain and you know where, because you think that nothing is happening, which is totally opposite, Eddie. It's the opposite of the truth, and I've told you many times. Things are happening, and there's more, and then what happens? You see more. Alrighty. February the 18th, 3:10 in the afternoon. Alawi is saying that his cabinet and his government program are now complete. Fine. Now? Okay. You see, he can say it anytime because, like I keep telling you, it's done. Alawi is saying that his cabinet and his, you know what, Eddie? If the monetary reform is done, if Parliament is done, or the cabinet is done, what do you need? The rate is coming. The key's in the budget. Monday they started the button. They pushed the button. They started the countdown as far as I'm concerned. All in my opinion. I don't know. I may be wrong. And if I'm wrong, chastise me then. But not until then. Alawi is saying that his cabinet and government program now are complete, Mr. Frank. Isn't the government program tied in with the exchange rate? Hey, Mr. Frank, come on, talk to me. Walk with me. Eddie, why do I have to tell you what I've been telling you over and over and over and over and over and over and over again? But the stress of where you're at doesn't allow you to hear what I say until it happens, and then you celebrate. I'm sorry, family. I think I showed you the wrong one. Son of a gun, how did that happen? How no dickens did that happen? What I just read to you, I don't see it. Dear God, give me the strength to find this, please. Eddie says the 24th. Oh. How did that happen? I didn't even touch this doggone phone, God. Where were we? Friday? No. Where were we? Nope, I can't even remember. Sweet Jesus. It's gone. Look at that, baby. It's not fair, is it? This doggone phone, it just stresses me out to know. It was Monday? Wednesday! Wednesday, February 17th. Somebody just said, thank you, I love you. Tuesday. Tuesday. This ain't right. Wednesday, the 19th? Was it the 18th? $10 minutes? I'm so sorry, sweetheart. Buy me 10 more minutes. Golly, please, Heavenly Father, I don't even think there's any delays. The budget is the key, and the continued delay is nothing but the self-destruction noted by the, come on, Mr. Finance Minister. I don't even think there's any delays. Alawi is saying the cabinet of the program is complete now, Mr. Frank. Isn't that, it is. This is what I wanted to show you right here. So you see, as frustrated as my buddies are, they see it. And look at that. And he says, but wait a minute. Alawi is saying that the cabinet and the government, they're all set, complete. Well, Mr. Frank, isn't that tied in with the rate change? And then what did he do? Yesterday, in 24 hours, twice talked to the citizens about the exchange rate. That it's for them and to improve their economy. Yeah, I mean, that's good, no? Yeah, all right, okay. Do I get a cookie? One cookie? Two? I prefer three. Because I like things in threes. Really? I know, Iran, you did that. But everything you do seems to backfire and goes for the benefit of the citizens of Iraq. You know the lie you started? Because you heard the word sterilization and you thought that you could confuse everybody? It turned out to be an amazing benefit. Just before they, introduced the new notes. Thank you, Iran. Don't you feel stupid? Iran, don't you feel stupid? Eddie says that on the 24th, this Monday. Oh, hello. Okay, when is this? Is Wednesday? Now, what about the 24th, Eddie? What about the 24th, huh? Eddie says that on the 24th, this coming Monday, all 60 names of the cabinet will go to Parliament for the vote. That's including the alternatives, too. Once that's passed, which they say will be because they have 220 votes, the next step will be the budget. Wait a minute. They have 220 votes? Who the hell took a vote count without me? They have 220 votes, and the next step will be the budget. I thought you needed to vote. Well, we got 220 votes. Really? That's what they told you, Eddie, on television, right? Yeah. Good. 220 votes, and the next step will be the budget. That's what I told you, Eddie. Yup. 15 days. Yup. From when? 24th, in my opinion. Don't you love this? You couldn't. I'm just in a good mood. You could not depress me. IRS, come on in, man. Sit down. You want some coffee? I don't care. What I owe you? $1 million? No problem. Yeah, okay. So, anyways, 220 votes. The next step will be the budget. I know, and that's the key, Eddie. I know. But that budget, that will have to be reviewed by the Parliament once it's turned over. No, Eddie. I said it already here in this call. No, the budget is ready to go. Will have to be reviewed and turned over to them, so that not sure on the time for the rate. 24th, within 15 budget, within 30 the rate, or within 15 the rate and the budget. For that, in my opinion. For that, because the rate could pop out before the budget. And finally, just Eddie's thoughts on our rate here. You see, Kuwait currently is at 330 to 335, so Iraq, he feels, will have all the time elapsed the rate for us here to be maybe like 375 to possibly a little over 4, but that's just Eddie's thoughts. Nothing from the banker, like you asked us to double check. He knows Iraq is far more richer than Kuwait, which is sitting at 335, and the cost of living increase could, have that reinstatement rate around 375 to just over $4. Friday, 11:43 a.m. in the morning. Mr. Frank, good morning, sir. The Speaker of the House, Halabusi, now is saying he's not giving any time soon on date for Alawi vote. Looks like he's been paid off by Iran. Now he is one that sets the date for the Parliament. This is a huge hurdle, Mr. Frank. Good morning, Eddie. Fine, whatever. When you're done panicking, let me know. So anyways, that went on. I went on and went on and went on. We talked. Mr. Frank, if the Parliament does not convene to vote, it's going to be pretty messy. We got news on this issue right now. No, you don't. It's a bunch of crap. Don't worry about it. Once again, I told you both, and I've told you 1,000 times, stop paying attention to the crap from Iran inside of Iraq. Only listen to what I tell you from the United States of America, because it always turns out that way. Just reporting what he gave me, Mr. Frank. That's all. Hey, I understand, and I am very, very sorry. Just remove the garbage. Saturday, 5:30 in the morning. Halabusi just spoke to us, Mr. Frank. Halabusi, Speaker of the House, now saying that he will not attend the vote. He does not approve government of Alawi, but they still voting the backup to him. It will change the session, have names and pictures of all who are not voting for Alawi, and are calling all Iranian traitors. So they're fighting back. Really, Iran? Really, Sadr? Really, Halabusi? I even said, Halabusi, man, what's up? I thought you was my man. And here you are backstabbing. How can you make the wrong turn? How can you make the wrong turn? You can see if you turn left, it's a cliff. If you turn right, it's the United States of America. Why are you turning left? What's the matter with you? I mean, what part of stupid are you from? Huh? God almighty. So, Saturday, 10:14 in the morning. Saturday today, the 22 Iraqis set in place a law which was passed in 2017 and putting a 30-day window out for the start of this law. And that's just a coincidence. That's just a coincidence. But it's a good law. But it's a coincidence. 30 days? No. When? Start Monday? No, did they really? Yeah, what is it? I don't know. You find it. No, it's a start at the borders where they have authority to check what's coming in and out of Iraq for tariffs and collections. I know. And then they took it all electronically to sterilize currency. Yeah. Because we're going international. Also, the car. Did I just snort?
No.
Sounded like it. Also, the card with Rapadim Bank, they back on television. Rahadi, remember the article? We made a big deal about it, me and Delta. And Rapadim, and it's about the features such as the reloadable usage of the card, also the ATM accessories. Also, they can make purchases such as on Amazon. We buy Amazon, Frank. With these, we have not seen advertisements on television about the card, but they are telling us internally and features for a while today. They're telling us everything that there is to know. It's all out kept showing. It's all out in the open. It's all out kept showing also borders closed by Iran totally due to the new virus in Iran now. Monday will be vote and Alawi has the number to pass it. Well, that's good, you guys. But again, don't worry about no vote on Monday. We got the vote. We got the prime minister. We got the cabinet. All we need is the budget. And I pray to God that the key is that it has the new rate. Yes, Mr. Frank. Saturday, 11:20 in the morning. 70% of all bloc support Alawi new cabinet. I told you. Lord help us, Mr. Frank. The 30% that is against him and the citizens, we seek. And we will find them. I told you. And I'm laughing my ass off. I'm laughing. I said, yeah, because they don't play that game, do we? And sometimes, hey, premium team chat. Shh. Frank's in there. All right. Hi, Frank. Shut up. He's talking to his team. I'm sorry. I'm a newbie. It's okay. Just watch. He needs help. All righty. Quartz. All right. Go down 2 clicks. Second door right. Got it? Right. End. And I don't even know what the hell I posted. Yes, baby.
There's another 10.
Well, that was another 10. My wife says that we got to hurry up. Eddie says that he will have more news about Alawi tomorrow after giving another speech tomorrow. Saturday, 6:10 in the morning. Budget announced early on news. They will be presented to Parliament 2 weeks after the final voting of the cabinet, which voting is scheduled to be this Monday on the 24th. The 24th seems to be a key. What? I like that. Okay, of the passages of the from the last 2 weeks from Monday's budget, it will arrive. Budget, the money budget of Monday. Now, do you understand why 24th was so important to me? I don't care what the other gurus tell you. I don't care what the media tells you. I only care about my opinion. Saturday, 4:20 in the morning. The television is saying Parliament has postponed tomorrow's vote. Duh! Has postponed tomorrow's vote of confidence. Now, Wednesday, which is today. On news, 2 big top 5 factories that would bring millions to Iraq and rebuild has been canceled due to political corruption. Investigation showed the money for the factories has been all along stolen by the corrupt officials. No worries. That company now belongs to the government of Iraq. Sunday, 7:59 in the morning. Alawi on television saying that he's giving courage a representative of his cabinet. Wow, good job. And he's giving them more share of the budget. Wow, really? was up to 17. Well, wow, to get them on board. Wow, with his government. But they told you they're on board. Wow, everybody's happy. And also with the citizens, even though they are revolting against Alawi now because of the false information from Iran in the streets, they're saying that he's no different from the rest of the past corrupt people, and they're saying that that this is his that this is his third and final delay in forming the government with them. They are finished with Alawi. You see that? Do you understand? There was nothing. There was nothing. There was nothing. And suddenly, on the 24th, I think they pushed the button. That 15 days later, this parliament, or excuse me, this cabinet and this prime minister would receive the new budget, and God willing, with the new rate. It was told to me like this. My phone just threw up. Stupid phone. My phone just threw up. Are you okay, babe? Are you sure?
Yes.
You want me to end it? Family, do you want me to end? There's so much, and I'm trying my best to catch you up. Do you want me to end? Tell me. Babe, can you keep monitoring? Look at it while I try to find where we left off. What they say.
I can't see from the angle. It's all reflecting the sun.
So you see, the Kurds are willing to work, and they're going to get more in the budget. Wow. And Alawi is being very smart because he's paying attention to Trump. He's working with the citizens, and he's working with Kurdistan. This is important because they're about to open this thing up. I don't even know where I left off. My phone threw up again. So let me start Sunday. I think it was Sunday, 4 o'clock, 4:20 in the morning. Mr. Frank, I might have missed a big chunk, but let's move forward. The television is saying Parliament has postponed tomorrow's vote of confidence to now Wednesday. No, that's where we left off. Just on television. No news too big. Those are the big factories. Alawi television saying that he's giving Kurds a representative in his cabinet. We read that they're revolting. We read all that. No vote has been No vote been postponed. The militants have threatened death this coming Wednesday. Today, that death will come and go like Monday until militants dealt with. Oh, we will see light at the day of the citizen. You know what? Okay, that's enough of that. We've got to get rid of all the crooks. Keep on going to delaying. They've done this. They have. He said, all others keep on delaying what he promised us 3 times. Here it is again. Look. God doesn't work in mysterious ways. He works in many ways. And I told you when I met you that 3 is extremely important to me. And then I met a man that told me that three times that this thing wouldn't work, and then suddenly it would. And I said, okay. So, and to see it, the words that were projected in my brain years ago, to see them on a canvas of life come to life. Anyways, he promised us 3 times. Oh dear God, did you see that? God, it just threw up again. I just barely touched the screen. It just scrolls the whole thing away. And I'm wasting so much time doing this, you know.
Where did I leave off, family? Can you give me a date? Oh, dear God. This is sickening, ain't it, bud? No, it's not. You know. It's sickening because I got an upset belly over it. No, I don't. Sunday, 9:55 in the morning. I say I still feel it. Listening, don't listen, la la, negative. No vote has been postponed. The militants have threatened death. Wednesday will come and go like Monday. I read you all that. Look, he's not a crook. And then I explain and I talk to him and I tell him and I tell him and I tell him a lot. Jiminy crickets. So maybe this is important. And the Iraqi citizens have to stop fighting against what Trump is doing. Every little thing gets exaggerated to the point of delay and delay and delay. That's enough. Let's move forward with the reforms and stop complaining about everything that does not even require any complaining because it's being taken care of. It's just that it takes time, and right now, during that time, Iraq citizens are suffering, so they need to consider to stop prolonging their own suffering and stop paying attention to every little thing that Iran is saying that pisses them off. I keep telling you, they are the walking dead. They have no authority. Try to understand this, Iraq citizens, please, because enough is enough. Eddie says that the citizens are done waiting, and we're done being promised all these lies. I said, how can they consider these to be promises when they're coming from Iran? Iran never did anything for you. And their threats, they're not going to do them. We're there. Citizens need to do their part and cooperate and stop being so sensitive about things that they know are absolutely not true. And time again, it has been proven to you in Iraq, Eddie, that Iran has no authority. And if not, you would not have had a prime minister by now. They have to now. You have one now, and Iran wanted a completely different prime minister. I pray that the citizens of Iraq will calm down and let the process work itself out because because of what my opinion was. Not happening, Mr. Frank. Eek, would you see that? It happened again. God, I'm not doing very good in front of people. Please discipline me. It said not happening again. You can't see because you don't have your glasses and my eyes are completely shot. You know, if it wasn't for this nightmare, how many people we got? Wow, 1.6. You know, sweetheart, we can't stop. I got you. Okay, you okay with that? If my eyes hurt more, I'll borrow those glasses. Thank you. It's not happening, Mr. Frank. To which I roll my eyes. God bless him. Mr. Frank, you do not understand. And look, you know, poor guy. Mr. Frank, you do not understand. Years and years we've been cheated. And it's still going on. And it goes on more and more. And we're waiting. We keep waiting in time. We keep waiting in the green zone to be destroyed along with all of us because it's nothing but corruption. There's nothing but lies every day. Okay, I'll tell you what. Go into the green zone and destroy everything. And then the United States will leave, and then good luck, Iraq. You notice that we were kind of with a little friction? I love you, Eddie. You know that. Brothers may disagree, that's all. But when it's said and done, I will not ever say to you, Eddie, ever again, when it's said and done, I will never, ever say to you again, I told you so. And we'll simply hold you and say, praise God. Because if you go in the green zone, Eddie, and if you destroyed everything that we've done, good luck. In the meantime, I pray that on my knees, with hands folded, that this protesting stops.
because it's the only reason, in all honesty, that things were slowed down at the beginning. But Donald Trump is there, and I don't think that there is any stopping right now. Please prepare yourself. Eddie says that the United States does not understand the pain and the suffering. Iraq is owned and controlled by Iran. That's the bottom line. The so-called government by Alawi will drift past March the 2nd, and it will start all back over. So complete dismantleization of Parliament is required. Okay, I'm not going to argue with you. Eddie says that the militants from Iran are standing armed at Parliament. Well, of course they are. They got nothing else to do. They're standing there. Look at their guns. Look at their guns. They're standing armed at the Parliament, and they're saying that nobody's going to vote. We're going to let anybody vote. Yeah, whatever, Eddie. The key is Parliament will be dissolved, and Iran will be removed, and that's it. Well, Mr. Frank, I hope that is the case. Hang in there, little buddy. Like everything else, I told you, this too shall come true. Thank you, Mr. Frank. He says they're just frustrated. I know. And if I could do something about it, Eddie, I would. And I am. Monday, 3:13 in the morning. We see militants all around the green zone again today, Mr. Frank. And this is nothing but intimidation to the Parliament. A bunch of children. What do you do with children? You send them to the room. But first, you spank their butts red. This is nothing intimidating to the Parliament not to vote for Alawi. We are hearing grave differences exist, and the Parliament will not vote unless the same old crooked politicians are left and brought back into the cabinet. And Alawi on television is saying he's not accepting this crap. Well, he didn't say crap, I did. He's not accepting this blackmail from Parliament. Way to go, Alawi. Way to go. That's the way to grow some bowling balls. That's the way. Fight back, because you got us on your side. Ain't nobody going to touch you. He told him today, Mr. Frank, he says, no, not going to happen. I'm not going to accept your blackmail no more from you, Parliament. And Parliament should vote on the cabinet regardless. Instead, Parliament insists on conditions, or they will not vote on March the 2nd. It is next week, which will violate the Constitution. So we don't see any vote Wednesday. You didn't today, you're right. And you're not going to have a vote. We don't see no vote Wednesday because they already have the votes. In my opinion, it already was pushed on the 24th, in my opinion. So wait 15 days later for the budget. We don't see any vote Wednesday. Only things we can hope for is the dismantling of the Parliament and start over. There it is again. And the same thing in the washing machine, just over and over and over and over and over and over again. Monday, 6:28 in the morning, second report early in the morning. Alawi making deals with the Kurds to get their vote on cabinet. No, he's giving them more. He already made the deals. Got it? Monday, 7:48 in the morning. Wednesday vote already moved to Thursday. Tomorrow. There won't be a vote tomorrow. The vote is already done. Thursday, now Speaker Halabusi demanding Alawi be replaced. Halabusi, you stupid. Halabusi demanding that Alawi be replaced. Halabusi. Join the Walking Dead. Way to go, stupid. Sauter did the same thing. Oh, by the way, Halabusi, did you see what Sauter did? He's kissing ass. Yeah, he don't want to die. He don't want to go to Iran. Of course he did his job. What was it, last week he was saying, no Alawi, get rid of him. Put these guys in from Iran. Yeah, that's Sauter. He's a jerk. And now the jerk is trying to survive. Watch this, family. So he's demanding that Alawi be replaced, starting more trouble with the deadline about March the 2nd, which is approaching. Look, I tell him, look, as irritating as all of this is, the last breath, that's all it is the last breath you're hearing of a dying terror called Iran inside of Iraq. And yes, the dismantling of the parliament, in my opinion, is exactly what Trump is going to probably end up doing to wipe out all Iranian influence, but it doesn't matter because we're moving forward as of the 24th, in my opinion. As of the 24th, will be wiped, and all Iranian influence, and Alawi can do his thing without anybody interfering. Sounds good, Mr. Frank, like the plan, because they keep postponing and the vote, and they won't let the vote take place. It's interesting. What you're saying seems to be coming true. Let's see what happens on Thursday, which is tomorrow. Okay, I'm glad I won you over. And that's why I spent all this time with you, family, to show you the anguish, the agony, the pain that these people are going through. I'm their friend, and yet they're the first one to hit. But I let them hit me. And what was the first thing I told you today? I don't hurt people. I let people hurt me. And it is an honor to do so. So I respond to him and I say the following to him. It tastes like water. What happened to the vodka? I don't drink. Well, I do. I like a Bloody Mary. I like a Bloody Mary with salt around the rim. Yeah. And extra wedges of lime. Yeah. And a celery stick. Yeah. And if you can put a little, shrimp on top too. Yeah. What else do I like with my Bloody Mary?
Olives.
No olives.
Yeah,
I hate olives.
Because I do.
I know you get them. Alrighty. Hey, you feel better? No, I'm still pissed. I don't blame you, Eddie. Say hi to your dad, by the way, and all the family, okay? No, I'm still pissed. Oh, come on, Eddie. Good. Okay, I say hi. Eddie, I want you to watch Alawi and Pompeo because they're working together side by side. You can see it in your own country. They're working together side by side, inch by inch, regardless of what Iran is doing with Parliament and the vote, the so-called vote. This Parliament will soon be dissolved and removed and replaced for the direction of the citizens of Iraq. And to which he said, yes, yes. Yesterday, we're almost done. Yesterday, 1:25 in the morning, Alawi's on national television, Mr. Frank, on cable this morning in Iraq, and he's saying that it has come to his attention. You notice how Alawi talks to them every morning? You get it? You get it? You get it? Huh? You got it? Guess who told him to do that? Guess who told him to use social media? So anyways, every day he comes out, and yesterday morning he was on their national television. You see, there's a difference. And he says, this morning Iran is saying that there has come to his attention that there is a plan to pay extraordinary amount of money to ministers who vote against my new cabinet on next Thursday, tomorrow. And this is extremely disappointing to me as the Prime Minister. And any minister, allow me to say this, and any minister who has found to take part, look at here. And any minister who found to take part in such a scam will be dealt with and prosecuted to the maximum. The maximum. That's the maximum, to the maximum amount. He is very concerned
He grew a set of bowling balls. He's a clone of Trump. Gosh, I wish I would have said that earlier. He is very concerned about the amount. Has Trump failed yet? Has Trump failed yet? He is very concerned about the amount of money said to be paid to these people. And he's telling everybody on television and asking this not be true. This better not be true. And Mr. Frank, you know what? What? No cabinet was seated Monday. I know that. Why are you telling me this? Absolutely no cabinet was seated. And we stand by that 100%. Thursday with this news about the money to vote on is very disturbing. You see what Eddie is telling me? You said on Monday that they seated a cabinet. No, I didn't, Eddie. I said they have a cabinet. I never said they seated it. Never said seated. They have a cabinet. I keep saying it this whole day. I keep saying they have a cabinet. They have a vote. I never said that they announced it, that they showed it to anybody. Hell, he gave the names. What more do you want? But anyways, I'm not going to argue with you, my dear brother. If you don't see a cabinet, you don't see a cabinet, and that's all there is to it. Ain't that right, Eddie? That's all there is to it. You know what, my friend? I agree with you. Ladies and gentlemen, geez Louise. Oh, dear God. Alrighty. Yesterday, 2:35 in the afternoon, in the morning, while Alawi on television, he talked with 4 confirmed cases of virus in Kirkuk and the precautionary measures. This is where that rumor started, family, that I talked to you about today. And the precautionary 5 minutes, okay, and we're done. Time it. Go ahead. 5 minutes, and we're going to say goodbye. And the precautionary measures being taken, and then Alawi spoke of the 13 key points of the government. 13 files, huh? Of the 13 key points of the government program which will be implemented, and one of the 13 points talks about reviewing our currency, Mr. Frank. Can you believe that? And he talked to us about the exchange rate to be beneficial to our economy and the products of the market that got our attention. It got our attention, Mr. Frank. He actually reviewed 13 points, and that one, he said, exchange rate of the dinar. That's very good to hear those words. Yesterday, 7:52 in the morning, Parliament will meet on mandate Thursday with 180 ministers. What a coincidence. Hey, we're pretty good, aren't we? With the example here, with 180 ministers present to vote. And because you see, that's the scenario that they were going to give you. So we used. Hey, look, I don't know. It was a wild guess. Honest, it really was. It was a wild guess. What are the astronomical odds? It was a wild guess. Everything I say is just in my opinion. We just got lucky. All honor and glory to God. Parliament will meet on mandate Thursday with 180 ministers present to vote. Present to vote. All present accountable for reserved for what? To vote. Shut up. Sit down. And if Alawi fails to gain confidence, if he fails to get confidence of the vote, then he has failed, and there will be no extension time given. This is our television today, Mr. Frank. We were told other day Alawi has 220 in favor. I told you. In favor, 220 in favor. Now only 180 total showing up, and they say nothing. That there's a lot of interference. Whatever. Yesterday, 3:11 p.m. They're very, 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 very excellent report, you guys, and it's exactly the way I told you it's turning out. Yes, sir, Mr. Frank. Eddie has not hit me back, but I will agree. It is what you said. Today, we're on today. Look, today, yay! Today, 1:47 in the morning. Alawi's on television making a speech, and he's saying that tomorrow, God willing, will be tomorrow. He said that. Oh, you see, every morning. Have you caught the pattern yet? Do you understand what the clones do? Same thing. Alawi on television making a speech and saying that tomorrow, God willing, will be the day the vote takes place. Yeah, and he's going to tell you that it was actually, well, let him tell you about the 24th. take place in return and it will be the date the vote takes place to return the rights to the citizens by means of a true independent cabinet. All news today is about tomorrow's vote. We are all extremely happy. We not sure why Sauter is now all of a sudden saying they better vote Alawi in. What? Yeah, Mr. Frank, Sauter out of nowhere came today and he said, you guys better vote Alawi in. What the?
Frank.
Time 5. Okay, I'm finishing it up.
No, what the Frank?
What the Frank? Okay, Sauter. What the Frank? He comes out and he says, you better vote Alawi in. Up yours. Mr. Frank, in just 2 weeks ago, he was saying that he was removing his confidence in Alawi after Alawi said that he was going to give protesters what they wanted. It makes us worry if Alawi is lying to us or Sauter knows his days are numbered and trying to make life for himself and trying to move in with Alawi now. Yeah. I talked about it in depth earlier, so please enjoy. We seeing now, after all Alawi talk about tomorrow vote, they coming out saying very likely the vote will be postponed to Sunday due to names not in Parliament 48 hours earlier as requested. Just report this is not sure if it will be postponed, but they talking about it again. I don't care. Today, 4:31 in the morning, over 130 saying they will not vote for Alawi now, so it doesn't look like it will pass tomorrow. I don't care. You can talk and talk all you want. It doesn't matter. Walking Dead do not matter. Today, 9:26 a.m. Tomorrow's vote for Parliament will be public for all the protesters to see. What the hell happened in 4 hours? What happened? A change of attitude? I tell you, man, the middle... And I say to him, look, thank you for this excellent report. You know, just trying to be positive. But in my opinion, it's just for logistics sakes, you guys, because I promise you the Prime Minister already knows who his cabinet is because it was given to him by the United States of America. We're down to 3 minutes, family. Hang in there. I'm going to say goodbye to you in a minute, very abruptly, very suddenly. As far as Sauter, you guys, he's trying to survive, just like I told you. I told you that he was going to do this because he is afraid of what Iran will do to him. So he did Iranian influence and nothing more. He's nothing more but the walking dead. The last 2 days have been difficult on Eddie and Iraq citizens, you guys. But just like I told you many, many, many times before, what we tell you, in my opinion, eventually comes true. In my opinion, Eddie needs to talk to his bank friend now. Because in about 2 weeks or less, you're going to see the budget, and I pray that it is the key with the new rate. You need to get to talking to him because his boss will be talking to him soon. Sending it all to him, Frank. Kurt, the delegation arrived again today in Baghdad for the cabinet vote tomorrow. So what does that tell you? You think they came all the way for nothing? Why do you think they didn't show up Monday? Why do you think they didn't show up today? Why do you think they'll show up tomorrow? Alawi in interview says that he sure his cabinet will gain confident vote tomorrow. Of course. Stop worrying. Look, I am rather confident too, because like I told you, it's just a procedure. Anyway, I want you to tell Eddie that there's a source in Iraq that is actually requesting that the currency of Iraq be cleaned, actually physically cleaned, because they are afraid that the coronavirus now there may be actually coming out, contaminating the currency. Honestly, that is really far-fetched, but there will be an article about it. I believe it's part of the confusion. Please don't believe in it. But there is something else I want to tell you about it. Listen to our UBTB today. And you did, gentlemen, and now you know. It is possible it backfired and it turned into something good. It's possible that the God that we know, that God, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit intervened and said, Iran, stop it! Go to your room. Now let me see what you did. Well, we can make something good out of this. You'll get all your 3 zeros in. You'll all get open accounts. Because the fear of humanity is amazing.
Eddie says that they already had sterilization stations set up all over Iraq. Any public transit or gathering now has that probability. Hear more about other things saying will change our ways in life besides the exchange rate. In my opinion, if this is a scare tactic to citizens to tell them and their currency, it'll be just to pick up the 3 zeros. And this is when we were coming with a conclusion. It'll be to pick up more of the 3 zeros. In fact, they'll actually pick up all the 3 zeros by doing this. The fear of humans will cause them to come in and do it at any price. It doesn't matter. They'll bring them in and they can give them the new small category notes instead, or if the rate hasn't gone up by that time, or then they can at least open an account for them and electronically credit them for the 3 zeros that they brought in. And if they don't want to leave the 3 zeros, take your 3 zero notes and your virus and go home. Okay, open the account. Brilliant! Whatever the case is, Eddie says nothing is going to happen until April. Here we go again. Their new fiscal year start. It gives them time to say to review the budget to stall until April, just like his banker's opinion was. Okay, all right. I'm not going to argue. And ladies and gentlemen, I left them by saying these last words. All right, that's what you're telling me? Well, guess what? But at least it's going to happen. Thank you kindly for being with us. I'm sorry if I overdid it again, but we study profoundly and profusely with a lot of information. And I hope that I helped you today. Y'all take care of each other, okay? God bless you. Mike Brown, it says message has been deleted. Really, Mike Brown? Y'all take care of each other, okay? I will see you. You need my help? What's my phone number? 419-283-2552. 419-283-2552. I want to give you Steve. No, we don't have that phone number. Hey, Claire, will you do me a favor, honey? Will you post Steve's phone number up so I can see it right now so I can read it out loud? And if you have any trouble, family, getting into our form, you call this number. Get ready, okay? You have trouble getting the premium, you have trouble ordering a product, whatever it may be, call this phone number. By the way, anybody, if you can help me, put up our admin, Steve Purifier. Wow, our daughter just finished. It looks like we don't have maybe Claire with us. Okay. And we don't have any moderators with us. You know what? There's always a little delay. It might be that it's a little delay. Somebody can give me Steve.
440.
Yeah, it's a 440 number. Well, that tells me they don't even write it down. All right. Anyways, if you need help, here's what you do. Call me. My number is 419-283-2552, and I'll be glad to help you out in any way, shape, or form. You want to pray, you want to talk, you want to laugh, you want to scream. But one thing you can't do is you can't call me and say, hey, Frank, I got a question. No. Okay? That's what these calls are about. You should be a member of our forum, ktfalways.com. ktfalways.com. And you can keep up with everything. Tink, I told you to remind me about some things. Any way that you can remember any of them? I know, baby, there's so many things in our heads. Was there one about the cookies or the pictures? Yeah. There is a gentleman by the first name of Marcus.
It's Marcy.
Marcy?
88. I sent them a PM.
Marcy? And Mark, I think it is, you sent us the picture of your beautiful brand new baby. Oh, what a face, huh? And those eyes. I mean, brand new baby and looking up at you like that. Oh boy, what's that tell you, huh? Yeah. Blessings from God. But anyways, you sent us a check for premium, but guess what? Forgot to sign it. Yeah. And so anyways, give us a call so we can, we want to know if you want us to destroy this check or if you want us to send it back to you. Alrighty, family. Where are we at? This is the top third floor of the International Marketplace. I call it IMP, International Marketplace, IMP. And it's a beautiful place that is historical. It was just renovated 2 years ago. Actually, it was destroyed, is what it was. In my opinion, they literally just tore it all down. And they kept two major banyan trees. They're very, very large. Elvis Presley, Don Ho. I mean, everybody you can think of, presidents, dignitaries, have walked through these trails. And it's a beautiful place. It's expensive. It's for the tours. You want to buy a souvenir when you come to Hawaii? Go to the flea market. And in fact, it's on today. The flea market's on today. On Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. A shirt that you can buy here in this store for about $80, $90, you buy for about $10, $12. Isn't that right, babe?
12, yeah. They
About-
raise their prices.
About $12. You want to show them that beautiful top you got on? No? But you're a beautiful girl.
No,
I want to show you. I want to show off my beautiful wife.
not sure.
Go ahead, just show them. This is the bad material if you want to see it, ladies and gentlemen. You want to say goodbye? For real? Come. Come on, sweetheart. I love you and I'm so proud of you. This is my wife, my soulmate. This is what keeps me going. She's a shy little thing, isn't she? I just started.
There you go.
You didn't give me a kiss.
I did.
You didn't give me a
When
kiss.
I went up to get
No.
you drinks.
No. That was like 5 hours ago. You didn't give me a kiss. All right, give me a kiss. Goodbye. Thank you. Hey, wanna go for a walk, babe?
Sure.
I got a lot of thinking to do. About 10 files and how I want to present it to the family. So I'll see you on Friday, team chat. If you're not a member of my forum, you won't see me in there. If you're not a member of Premium, you won't see me, I suppose. And if you can't afford it, you call me. I'll give you a month free. Just 1 month, okay? Let's not take advantage. We've had people that have been on it for years, and they're actually mad at me because I'm taking them off. I just want to rotate, that's all. I want to be fair with so many other people I've said no to. Y'all take care of each other. God bless you. Aloha, aloha, oi, because you are a hui ho on Friday, team chat, and then Saturday, Q&A back here. Bye-bye. I know. I got to push the button.
Bags.
But I wanted to drift off melodramatically into the fade into the sunsets.
Walk that way
Like
then.
all good soldiers, you know, we just disappear.
We'll walk that way.
You want me to walk that way? Or are you going to turn it off?
I can turn
You
it off.
should I walk that way? Should I make this dramatic?
With the camera right here.
You want me to do a John Wayne walk? I'm going to do a John Wayne walk. You want me to?
You turn it.
Okay, here's a John Wayne walk. You already got it, see? Okay, here we go. Well, first of all, I got to say, oh no, how John Wayne would go. Yo, Pilgrim, y'all take care, all right? Get on my horse. No, then I couldn't walk like you could have. How does he walk?
No.
That's the wrong one. Okay. I don't know how he walked. Was it a wiggle or what?
Probably like this.
Bye-bye.